Hello, Internet. I just wanted to take a little second to thank you so much for getting us to over 50,000 views on my channel. And we are so close to over 1,000 subscribers. So if you know someone you think might like these videos, tell them to subscribe, and then we will become even bigger, which is the goal on YouTube, not in life. Also not on a weight scale. You don't want to become bigger unless you're training for a fight. Yeah, so today I watch a lot of YouTube and I get inspired by some of the videos, maybe either a challenge video or maybe an idea that's used in a video. But today's video is inspired by this particular episode of Rhett and Link's Good Mythical Morning. So check that out when you get done with this video and you'll know what I mean. So basically, if you watch documentaries or movies about heroes, and then at the end they show a picture of either the real person or the future, what happened to that person, and sometimes it's grim, like they passed away after this movie where you've learned to love this person and poured your heart and emotion into this character, and then they show, sadly, Jim died. Something awful at the end, and then you're sad at the end of the movie. So today's episode, is today's video gonna make you sad? I hope not, because it's just made up stuff. So I'm gonna call this freeze frame endings. So I'm gonna give you a scenario and then freeze frame with a voiceover that tells you what happened to that character. So let's start with Jimmy. Jimmy just donated half of his life savings to help a bunch of underprivileged kids be able to ride bikes and learn to read.
Sadly, all the books Jimmy donated were stacked unevenly on a shelf above his head. And while Jimmy was writing his reading lessons for the children, those books came crashing down and squashed him to death.
Now I'm Billy, who just saved his entire family from dying in a fire.
Sadly, just 2 days after Billy saved his entire family from a horrendous fire, he was going to get ice cream. And to be healthy, he decided to take the stairs. Unfortunately, Billy fell down a very long flight of stairs to his grueling death.
Now I'm Kenny, and Kenny just passed his bar exam and is well on his way to achieving his dream job.
That very night, Kenny went home to celebrate the passing of his bar exam and got a little too tipsy. So much so that after he passed out and got up later to use the restroom, Kenny tripped over the ottoman next to his bed and hit his head on the nightstand, which extinguished his life forever.
And now I'm Logan, and about a year ago I met Olivia online, and slowly but surely through texting and communicating on the internet, we've fallen in love, and now we're about to meet for the first time.
Sadly, Logan and Olivia would never meet, because on his way to see her, a rabid squirrel jumped out of a tree and landed on his hair, and then proceeded to scratch out his eyes. All while he was fighting this rabid squirrel, he had wandered into traffic. He was first hit by a man on a bike. While that released the squirrel from gouging out his eyes, because he could no longer see, he didn't see the train coming. No, he didn't die by the train, but he heard the noise of it and started going backwards, where he tripped over the curb and hit his head on the cement sidewalk, crashing down with such force that he cracked his head open and died.
Okay, now I'm Devon, and Devon hasn't left the house in 15 years, and today he decided to take the plunge and step outside for the very first time.
Well, unfortunately, Devon, after waiting 15 years to leave the house, picked the wrong day to walk by a building that was being restored. And just as the construction workers were throwing out a 55-pound toilet, Devon was directly underneath, and it struck him in the head and he was killed immediately. Talk about a shitty way to die.
Well, those are just shots to let you know that I left the house today. But now here's Tommy, who has been struggling for over a year to make ends meet and finally hits the big time. He wins the lottery.
Well, sadly, Tommy would never see his newfound fortune of millions after winning the Powerball. He was so excited when he heard the news that he marched down the hallway of his old apartment building. Not paying attention to the sign that says, "Do not use this door," Tommy opened that door to a fire escape that did not exist. He fell 17 floors to his death. No one ever knew he won the damn lottery.
Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow with another glorious episode. Ta-ta for now.